Welcome back. New this afternoon and only here on CBS News Philadelphia. No more free rides. That is the message from SEPTA as it cracks down on fare evaders.
And all of this comes as SEPTA stares down a $213 million budget deficit, and people who do rely on that service face potential service cuts. Dan Snyder joining us now live from City Hall with an exclusive look at the new efforts being made to make people pay up. Dan.
Yeah, hey guys, good afternoon. And you know, if you take it SEPTA long enough, you've probably seen at least once somebody jumping a turnstile, hopping on a subway without paying. But SEPTA leaders actually tell me they see a higher rate of fare evasion happening on their buses. And to that, they're saying no more. So yesterday, they let us ride along to get an up-close look at how they're cracking down.
I've seen a lot.
That's Dawn Cooper. She's been driving SEPTA buses more than 25 years.
Just when you think it's that's it, you see some more.
One thing she sees often, people not paying for their ride.
Every day, over half of the ridership does not pay.
Fare evasion is a major problem for SEPTA, and one they say is growing on buses. On the rails, fare evaders simply hop a turnstile, but on buses, they're face to face with drivers.
I don't want any situations, any confrontation, so I just let them ride.
So SEPTA is sending in reinforcements. This week, the authority launched a new task force to crack down on fare jumpers on buses. On Wednesday, we rode the Route 18, which officials say is one of the worst for fare evasion, from Olney to Fox Chase and back, with members of the task force, Officers Epps and Doherty.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Very good.
The officers were stationed in the front of the bus, right next to the fare box, so they could remind people to pay as they got on.
We try to at least engage with the passenger right here so we can yeah, pay fare, miss. Oh, okay.
This woman, like most others who rode the Route 18 with us, did pay. She just needed a minute to set her bags down. But there were plenty of others who were turned away at the doors.
It's $250. $250. Miss.
I don't have that.
Yo, you gotta pay.
In all, we saw around 10 people stopped in the hour we rode, far from a majority. But that's still 10 people in 1 hour on one route. Spread across SEPTA's entire network of rails and buses, officials say fare evasion really adds up.
It is a large sum of money. In the millions, in the multiple millions. Could be as high as 30 million.
This comes as SEPTA faces a major budget shortfall and is planning service cuts and fare hikes. While fare evaders won't fill that full gap, every penny counts. The officers say now's the time to make sure people know if you're looking to ride, be ready to pay.
We need people to pay their fare, just like everybody pays for gas. Everybody pays for a service that they want, they're gonna pay for it. If you need a ride, you gotta pay the fare.
Now, Chief Lawson says that they're going to be focused on data. That task force is going to really hone in on where they're seeing the most fare evasion on bus routes. They really honed in on that Route 18 bus that we were on, so that was a focus yesterday. But they really want to create that sense that they could be on any bus that you hop on. And our bus driver there, Dawn, she says just having those officers there really also helps her and the passengers get that sense of security with the officers on board. Live in Center City, Dan Snyder, CBS News Philadelphia.
All right, Dan, thank you. We hope it makes all the difference. Thank you.